Hey, peace to all, cause you all deserve peace. How y'all doing today? It's a beautiful day. The sun is doing its thing. Look at it. Look at Rye. Ooh-wee. It's feeling good today. And you know what? It's gonna get a lot better too. Cause I told y'all it's gonna get hot, and I mean it's gonna get hot. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you, you can believe what you want, but you better believe me. When God talking, he talking, and he talking right now. It's about to get hot. The weather system is about to get took over. You know what I mean? The necessary forces are going to do what it takes to take control of this weather system. So the weather system will belong to nature from here on out. Nature is going to get all this back to how it's supposed to be. Ain't going to be none of this cold ass shit. Period. Ain't gonna be no cold weather no more, because cold weather is not a natural thing on this planet. That's why when it's cold outside, everything dies. You person, you've seen things. What in nature, other than this so-called winter, what in nature kills itself, puts itself in a state where it's killing itself for 3 to 6 months at a time, depending on where you at. You get winter there almost 6 months out of the year. You think the planet would purposely put itself in a state where it would be a cycle where it would kill itself every single year? Everything's dying off, everything gets harder to survive. No, the planet wants to thrive. That's why the technology exists, because then nature can't grow into its full self. You'll see mountains actually grow back into trees if it wasn't cold, and they don't want you to, you know what I'm saying? They don't want all that to happen. Motherfucking mountains grow back in trees, we all tap back in. Why do you think the movie Avatar is the way it is? That's a representation of how things were in this realm. What color the people were. We were that color. We were colors, different colors. We weren't just shades of this. We were actually bright, vibrant colors: magenta, blue, green. We actually had color. That's why we're called color people. You know what I'm saying? But we go get nature on the rise, and if you tapped in, you can really feel the energy of this planet changing. You can feel it every day. I can feel it right now. Meditation feels so different these last few weeks. I'm talking about, like, it's almost like getting a high off just closing my eyes and sitting with self. It's a whole different feeling. The energy is super high. It's like thick, like not. I'm choking on it thick, but you can definitely feel it fueling you. You know what I mean? And I'm in the middle of my fast too, so it's just doing what it gotta do. You feel? So don't worry, all y'all, if it's struggling, if it's cold where you at, if whatever, it's gonna get warm. And if you can't take the heat, then that's on you. I don't know what to tell you. But nature gonna naturally choose who's supposed to be here and who not. Within the next 90 days, we gonna figure all that out. Period. Ashe. But mindful word for the day is courage. I find the inner strength. Wow. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. One more time. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. Because fuck fear. I mean, not fuck fear. You know, fear is a natural thing, and fear happens. Fear puts you in a state where you can prove to yourself how dope you are. You know what I mean? You can have one of the greatest moments you ever had in your life because you were in fear of losing something or your life, or, you know what I mean? But it takes courage to push through to that moment. We fear a lot of things. We fear change. We fear growth. We fear new people in our lives. We fear letting people out of our lives. We fear failure. We fear success. We fear a lot of things, and that's where courage comes from. Because there's nothing wrong with fearing anything. I still fear things, but I have the courage, and I also have the connection with Source to know that there's no reason for me to fear things. So even if I do fear something, that I will say I'm an alchemist. When it comes to certain emotions and feelings, and they come to me, I can change the chemistry of it and turn it into a positive energy, because that's what an alchemist is. You understand how to it's not just changing like iron to gold, like that, yeah. But it's also energy as well. You got to be able to transform emotions and the energies that emotions carry with you. You got to be able to transform them into the right energies. So I still fear things. I still have problems with things, but I understand how to change the energy of it and use the energy to what I need to use it for. What was that on my shirt? That was weird. My bad. Guess I should have double checked my hoodie before we started this. But it is what it is. But courage is important, man. It's also important to show your kids courage. You know what I mean? Think about how kids look at heroes and superheroes and magicians and all the little weird shit that they got for kids to be entertained. Think of how much they look up to them. Oh, they can do this. That's cool. They're so strong. They have courage. All these people have courage. Even in moments of fear, they have courage. So if you have kids, it's like a mandatory for you to always to tap into your courage when fearing something, especially around your kids, because you want to show them how to push through the things. I feel like a lot of times we hide things from our kids. We don't tell them the details about stuff because you're like, they're a kid, they don't need to know. But they need to fucking know. They don't need to know what you doing sexually, but they need to know what's going on with real life stuff. If Bills is doing this, if you struggling, if you stressing out, if you're depressed, if things are going wrong, you need to express that to your kids and show them, okay, now I'm going to show you how to work through it. You show them your courage. You know what I mean? All this is going wrong because a lot of times we try to be as superhuman to our kids, like nothing ever goes wrong. We don't have no feelings, but that's ignorant as fuck. If you be honest with your kid, you will teach a kid to understand how to deal with their emotions, understand that things go wrong and they can process and deal with it. If you just make it seem like nothing ever goes wrong because you just always figure it out in the background, you're not teaching them the things that you struggle to learn as an adult. Now you say, hey, we doing this, and that. I don't need you to do anything different other than maybe not ask for a million things this week, but watch me work. Watch me get this done. You know what I'm saying? This stresses me out. This is how I deal with my stress. Whatever you know. This, you should be an example of that, and you use your courage to do that. And have the courage to actually talk to your kids about this shit. Have the courage to actually let go of that toxic ass relationship, because what the fuck is it doing for you? If you can't wake up and enjoy if you can't enjoy 5 or 7 of your days without arguing with anybody, something, you know what I'm saying? At least five. Really, you should be going 7 for 7, and you shouldn't have to argue with your partner. It should be an open discussion. Y'all should be able to, you know what I'm saying? So have the courage to let these motherfuckers go. Have the courage to get over all that trauma you've been in the past and actually accept something new. You gotta have courage to do that. Have the courage to step out of the normalcy of what you've been doing and step into greatness. You have the ability to step into greatness. You hear that? Greatness. People say, how you doing today? I'm like, I'm great. Because I'm living in greatness. I ain't good. I ain't straight. I ain't all right. I ain't okay. I'm great. You feel me? Have the courage to walk in greatness. You know what I mean? We learn to be genius. We choose to be mediocre. Just remember that. So your life is literally in your hands, and whatever you decide that you really want to do with it, you can do. So do it. Have the courage to do that. Have the courage to think freely. Have the courage to challenge yourself. Have the courage to listen to advice. Have the courage to listen to criticism. Have the courage to do everything you're scared to do, because you deserve to elevate, escalate, whatever you want to call it, to the highest level of yourself. Not something I want from you, not something somebody else wants from you, what you want from you. Do you honestly wake up and feel like you are being the best you on a regular basis, even half the time, a quarter of the time? Or do you feel like you only giving your best to certain things? I don't know. I can't answer that for you. You got to answer that for you. And I hope you realize, regardless of the answer, that you can do even more. You got this. Life is easy because you made it that way. Period. I love y'all. Be safe. Love and peace. Namaste.